Kimberly Allison from Starliner Music. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to continue with my Fingerboard Geometry series, and we'll be talking about the sus4 triad. First, we'll look at some fingerings, and then we'll do some exercises. Here we go. I hope you enjoy it. Today in Fingerboard Geometry, we'll be looking at the sus4 triad. The terminology suspension means to replace the third of the chord with either the second or the fourth. In the case of the sus4 triad, we'll be using the fourth to replace the third. The formula is root 4, 5. Now that we understand what the sus4 triad is, let's go ahead and look at some fingerings. Alright, we're going to start out with sus4 chords oriented toward the nut. Now the root and the fourth are generally always at the same fret, so when I say toward the nut, I'm talking really about the fifth is oriented toward the nut direction. I'm going to go to A sus4 at the 5th fret here from the 6th string, and the notes are A, D, and E. Here is A sus4. Root, 4th, 5th. Now let's move on to D sus4. The notes are D, G, A. Root, 4th, 5th. Now I'm going to do a G sus4. The notes are G, C, D. Notice that we adjust the 5th for tuning here. Root, 4, 5. Now on to C sus4. We have to adjust the 4th and the 5th for tuning in this direction. So the notes are C, F, and G. Root, 4, 5. Now let's do sus4 fingerings toward the bridge. That means we're really just talking about the 5th here. The root and the 4th, again, are generally at the same fret. So let's start out again from the 6th string, A sus4. The notes are A, D, and E. Root, 4th, 5th. Now let's do D sus4. The notes are D, G, A. Root, 4th, 5th. Now we have G sus4. The notes are G, C, D. Root, 4th, 5th. Now we have C sus4, and we have adjustment for tuning here for the 4th and for the 5th because of the B string. So we have root C, 4th F, and 5th G. And finally, we have E sus4, root, 4th, and we're going to put the 5th over here. So notice we didn't have this E sus4 in the other direction. We didn't have enough strings. So from the 2nd string, we can only do E sus4 in one direction. That would apply for any sus4 arpeggio fingering from the 2nd string. Now that we've looked at fingerings, let's go ahead to some exercises. We're going to do something that's very familiar here. Play the sus4 triad in multiple directions from each string. In this case, we're only going to be playing it in 2 directions, toward the nut and toward the bridge. In the first exercise I'll perform with you, we'll be doing the root C. So let me get you started on this exercise, and then I will go ahead and perform the exercise on the root E and G as well. So first you find the root C on the 6th string. Then you're going to play the sus4 triad in the nut direction. Then you will turn that around in the bridge direction. Then you will repeat this for the C sus triad from the 5th string. So you find C on the 5th string, and then play the sus4 triad toward the nut, and then toward the bridge. Then you will find C on the 4th string. Repeat the process from the 4th string, 3rd string, and 2nd string where possible. From the 2nd string, you can only play the triad in one direction. Please pay careful attention to tuning adjustment as you get onto the top few strings. Here we go with the exercises. That's it for the sus4 triad. I'm Kimberly Allison from Starliner Music, and I hope to see you back on my channel soon.